So what do you do if your company wants to make you go back to work when you're injured and you're not yet healed? We're going to address that today in The Law and You. As always, joining us are attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli. Guys, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having us, Dave.
All right, time for the question. I broke my arm at work and now my company wants me to go back and my arm is not yet completely healed. What can I do?
Well, Dave, this is something we see all the time. We see employers and insurance companies trying to force employees back to work before they're healed. So right off the bat, you need a lawyer because you need to begin litigating this case to protect your rights. And if your arm isn't better, you need to make sure you're seeing a doctor, treating with that doctor, and getting the documentation to support your claim and your case when you step in court.
Another thing is that they can't just force you back to work unless a judge agrees with them. However, there's a number of things that you got to do to make sure that your rights are protected so that when you do go into the courtroom, you're going to stand a much better chance of being successful in litigating that case, because your company can't just make the decision, Mr. Jones, you have to go back to work today if you're not medically ready, and if your doctors don't think you're medically ready to go, to go back to work. So as Greg mentioned, you got to pick up the phone. You got to get somebody involved that knows this area of the law, because it's a very, very, very specific area of law. It's very technical. There's a lot of forms that need to be filled out, and you want to make sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted as you move forward on this issue.
All right, I'm sure our viewers may have questions in this realm, and if they do, how can they get in touch with you guys?
They can get us on our website at 714hurt.com, or they can call us
at 570-714-HURT.
Guys, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having
us,
Dave.
very much.
As always, The Law and You is brought to you by attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli. And don't forget, if you'd like your question featured here on The Law and You, just head to PA homepage.